that I've got that right in a message to me in the middle of the week. So I used to call it Bloody Nova, but it's not, it's Bloody Nora. For whatever reason, there's a play of words in that somewhere. But anyway, he's looking for a 7.95 with that 7.95. He's looking for a 7.33. For a good place on the ladder, 8.09 on a 7.95 and 7.47 on a 7.33. But for Jared, a reaction time of 0.095. So all of these drivers are really getting on it with the reaction time. So Lee Childs with the 69 Plymouth Valiant. Child's play falls forward into the here's the starting time for the 500 Plymouth. And he's looking for a 6.90 with the left trap shedding over in the right hand lane. Both legs is fine, he's getting under this machine, bang out to the diamonds. I've done it many times in American Superstock competition, also Australian Superstock competition on the National Event Trail. So Lee very quick with that 0.047 reaction time, but broke out 6.41 with a 7 on a 6.48 dial. But Glyn Dunford 7.07. Of course he dialed in with a 6.90. This crosses the finish strike at 103 miles an hour. So the battle of the pickup trucks with Mark Savage. First time out to put a score on the door with the Dodge D100. And great speed with the CMC pickup. Mark looking for a 7.50, Grace 7.37. Just having a look to see whether Mark and Grace are on the ladder for the National Streetcar Challenge, and indeed they are. So both on the right side of their dialing, 769 on a 737 dial, 775 on a 750 dial for Mark Savage. So great stuff between those two. As our next pair fall forward, Nick Gumby, who is at the wheel of the National Streetcar Challenge, winning for Mustang down there in the right hand lane. He's looking for a 8.20. And for Carl Kenyon with his Duster down there in the left-hand lane, 383 cubic inches, 72 Plymouth Doctor. Looking every inch like it fell out of a Hot Wheels package. Actually ran a Plymouth Valiant called a Twisted Lemon, but fell in love with the Duster, pulled it in, and here he is here at Melbourne. He's looking for an 8.50. Remind ourselves the running time for Nick, 8.20. Tries to try and get there. Works the got the slight advantage there away from the start line, but Nick breaks out 8.04 with that 8.20, and for Carl on the right side an 8.97 on an 8.50. So Craig Elliott, our championship leader, has been for several rounds now with the Plymouth Savoy in the left-hand lane, taking on Howard. for that. You never want your batteries to run out in your radio mic right at the critical moment. So 706 for Chris and 680 there for Boz in the right-hand lane as we press on. And good to see Ollie Ray Chandler out there with Nicky Dodge, the Dart, in the right left-hand lane. And problems. Up against Paul Smile with the Chevy Chevelle 69. First work 307. He's looking for a 670 for Holland. She's diving at 885. First time out here this weekend. And another good addition to the field of American.com. That's a much better run there for Paul. 674 on a 670 dial. So that's going to put him somewhere off the top portion of the qualification ladder thus far. And a 909 on an 885 dial for Holland in that left-hand lane. And Dave Billadu and James Ellis. James at the wheel of that all gold, lovely looking Chevrolet Chevelle Malibu 509 cubic inch. He's looking for 738 and the Dave Billadu, the past master, the man who's spent most of his life here at Melbourne over the years racing car. We've got 71 Plymouth Duster all fired up. 640 is what he's looking for. On that white line there, but still keeps his foot in to a 6.